So, if you've ever wondered how highways and interchanges impact residential neighborhoods, that's what we're exploring in today's video. So, let's dive in. Highways and roads are crucial for building up cities and neighborhoods. They make it easier for people to reach important places like grocery stores and doctors' offices, and they also facilitate the transportation of goods by trucks and other vehicles. Interchanges in particular play a significant role in the process by connecting multiple highways and roads, enabling vehicles to travel in different directions and boost the economic potential of a particular area. Now, before we continue, it is essential to understand that property values are determined by their location and the convenience factor. Now, the convenience factor refers to the level of accessibility and proximity to amenities and services that residents and businesses can enjoy. In expensive neighborhoods, the convenience factor is typically high because they are usually located in or near urban centers where there is a concentration of businesses, entertainment venues, schools, healthcare facilities, and transportation options. So the introduction of infrastructural developments has both positive and negative effects on residential real estate. Okay, so let's go through them. Interchanges play a crucial role in stimulating housing developments. Let's look at East Airport and Chado as examples. These neighborhoods didn't hold much value a few decades ago. However, with the construction of the new major Mahama Highway and the city expansion, they have become prime real estate. Property prices have skyrocketed and numerous homes have been built in the East Airport enclave, Chado, Chain Homes, and Airport Hills. If you were lucky enough to purchase land in these areas before infrastructural developments came through, nicely done. On the other hand, infrastructural development projects that were supposed to be implemented in the Adringano-Trasacco area have been delayed, leading to a decline in property value. Now, the Trasacco versus Airport Hills challenge is a whole topic on its own. Let me know if it's something that you would want a video on. But for now, I'd love to hear your opinion. Given the choice, where would you prefer to buy property? East Airport or Adringano? And let me know why. Let's meet in the comment section. Now, the second benefit, reduced commute time. Highways and interchanges act as lifelines, making travel easier and connecting different neighborhoods and cities. In Accra, there are three major roads leading out of the city, connected by ring roads. These roads include the Kwame Nkrumah Avenue leading into the Nsawam Road, Liberation Road leading into the Legon Road, and the Buzia Highway leading into the Accra Cape Coast Road. Ring roads were essentially designed to alleviate traffic congestions before expensive interchanges came into play. They divert traffic away from residential areas, commercial districts, and city centers by providing alternate routes. Here's the interesting part. Areas with good road infrastructure located before these bottlenecks and choke points tend to have higher property value. Just look at places like Laboni, Cantonments, and Northridge, compared to areas like Kaswa, Kaneshi, and Teshi. When you look at the map of Accra, you would notice that these neighborhoods with higher property values are within the ring roads or before the series of choke points. These are well-connected neighborhoods and they have everything you need within easy reach. When the neighborhoods are further away from the city but connected through the introduction of interchanges and highways, they reduce commute times. Now that tends to appreciate the value of the property. The inconvenience factor has decreased because of their improvements in accessibility. For example, when you look at neighborhoods like Chado and airports, you'd realize that there has been significant appreciation due to the construction of the major Mahama Highway and the Spintex bypass. Now, this has reduced commute times. Now, it's important to note that highway infrastructure and interchanges can have negative effects on the development of neighborhoods and cities too. Now, here are some drawbacks. Let me tell you a story about the effects of highway infrastructure and interchanges on neighborhoods and cities. Imagine living close to the Tama-Accra motorway and the airport runway, like I do. The constant sound of heavy trucks and planes taking off and landing can disrupt the tranquility of the residential neighborhood, and this affects the quality of life. Yes, noise pollution is one negative consequence of being near interchanges and highways. Another concern is air pollution. Highways and interchanges tend to generate significant amounts of vehicle emissions, leading to higher levels of air pollution in the nearby areas. This can have adverse effects on the air quality, potentially impacting the health and well-being of residents. Privacy becomes a concern for those who live near interchanges and highways. With the constant flow of traffic, residential properties can feel more exposed, making residents feel like their homes are more visible and lack seclusion. Safety is also an issue. The increased traffic volume and high speeds associated with interchanges and highways pose safety risks for residents living close in proximity. Accidents or incidents on the roadways can have potential consequences for nearby properties and inhabitants. Since these infrastructures are primarily designed for vehicular traffic, it can be difficult for pedestrians to navigate and cross these roadways safely. The lack of pedestrian-friendly infrastructure in Ghana limits the walkability and creates barriers for residents. Now, while I mentioned earlier that interchanges and highways can increase property values, the negative effects associated with them can actually contribute to a decrease in property values. Now, potential buyers may be less inclined to invest in homes near busy roadways, resulting in lower demand and decreased market prices. It's all about the trade-offs, and the proximity to these structures become a significant factor in determining property prices. So when considering property investment, it is wise to survey the area thoroughly. Ask questions like, will there be future road improvements? Will businesses establish themselves here? Is there an increase in demand? Now, look for government policies and incentives that could boost development in that area. Identifying these signs can help you make the right decision. Now, here's a message for the government. When planning and designing highway infrastructure and interchanges, please consider the potential impacts on the community and work to mitigate any negative effects. It is crucial to prioritize the well-being of residents. This can involve investing in public transportation options such as a managed bus system and a system for railroads and train systems, designing for pedestrian and bicycle access, and incorporating green spaces and other amenities. Unfortunately, in cities like Accra, these considerations have often been afterthoughts, posing challenges when trying to incorporate new infrastructural advancements. And if you don't believe me, just spend some time at Interchanges and its connecting roads.